Welcome the rare gems. Ever met someone who quietly walks into a room, takes stock of everything, and somehow seems to know more than the people making all the noise? That's a Sigma female. She's not the one shouting her brilliance from the rooftops or fishing for compliments. She's too busy analyzing, calculating, and let's be honest, probably solving problems you didn't even know existed. What makes Sigma females stand out is their ability to think independently, dodge the usual social drama, and focus on what really matters, understanding the world on their own terms. While others are chasing likes, followers, and praise, Sigma females are out there refining their mental game in ways that leave the rest of us in awe and a little intimidated. Their intelligence isn't about textbooks or degrees. It's a natural byproduct of seeing the world from a completely different angle. They observe more, question everything, and couldn't care less about fitting into someone else's mold. You could say they're a little like Sherlock Holmes, but without the need for attention or a pipe. And let's be real, if we all thought more like Sigma females, the world might be a little sharper, a little wiser, and a lot less noisy. Let's get started. Rare gems. For a deeper understanding, I encourage you to watch the video all the way through and drop your thoughts in the comments. Number 1. Pragmatism over idealism. Sigma females have a refreshing way of looking at the world, straightforward, no nonsense, and grounded in reality. They aren't seduced by lofty dreams or pie-in-the-sky thinking. Instead, they focus on what works. In a world that often rewards flashy ideas and grand visions that never quite pan out, Sigma females cut through the noise and get straight to the heart of the matter. What's practical? What can actually be achieved? They aren't interested in the fluff of what could be if it has no basis in reality. This practical mindset gives them a huge advantage. While others are getting lost in wishful thinking or idealistic visions that are more fantasy than fact, Sigma females keep their feet firmly on the ground. They weigh their options carefully, consider the facts, and make decisions that actually move the needle. No time wasted on what sounds good. They're laser-focused on what works. This pragmatism makes them incredibly effective in both personal and professional arenas. They spot inefficiencies and fix them. They see where resources are being wasted and redirect them. They're the kind of person who, when faced with a challenge, doesn't dream up an elaborate solution but finds a way to make it work with the tools at hand. It's not about being cynical or killing dreams. It's about valuing function over fantasy and getting things done without unnecessary distractions. This sharp focus on practicality is what consistently sets them apart. Number 2. Immune to external distractions. Sigma females have a unique ability to tune out the noise of the world, something most people struggle with. While many get caught up in the latest trends, social media drama, or pressure to fit in, Sigma females simply don't care. They're not driven by what others think, and that makes them immune to the distractions that pull so many off course. This detachment from societal pressures allows them to stay focused on what really matters, whether that's learning a new skill, mastering a field, or solving a problem. While others are busy comparing themselves to the people around them, wasting energy on trivial things, Sigma females are locked in on their goals. They can sit quietly, undisturbed by the chaos around them, and make progress in areas where others are spinning their wheels. They don't get pulled into the endless cycle of trying to please others or chase after fleeting trends. Instead, they invest their mental energy into pursuits that have real meaning and depth. This ability to focus without getting sidetracked is a major reason why Sigma females often outshine others in intellectual arenas. They use their time wisely, not letting distractions rob them of progress. In a world that constantly tries to pull your attention in a million directions, Sigma females know how to stay laser-focused. They understand that the key to success is not just working hard, but working smart, and that means filtering out the noise. Number 3. Strategic observers, silent calculators. Sigma females might not be the loudest in the room, but they're often the smartest. While others are busy talking or seeking attention, Sigma females are quietly observing, picking up on details that most people miss. They stay in the background, not because they're shy or disinterested, but because they're watching everything unfold, silently calculating and analyzing. This gives them a significant cognitive edge. By paying close attention to body language, subtle shifts in conversation, and underlying dynamics, they're able to process far more information than those in the spotlight. This isn't just casual observation either. Sigma females are strategic thinkers, constantly assessing the situation and figuring out how things connect. They're not quick to act because they're too busy gathering data, making sense of it, and finding the smartest approach. By the time they speak or take action, it's usually with a depth of understanding that others haven't even scratched the surface of. They avoid unnecessary noise and distractions, so their conclusions are sharper, more informed, and often more effective. Their ability to stay quiet while calculating means they aren't easily blindsided by surprises. They see patterns others don't and can anticipate outcomes before they happen. While everyone else is reacting to the surface, Sigma females are operating on a deeper level, always a few steps ahead. This makes them incredibly powerful thinkers, using their heightened awareness and strategic mind to navigate life with precision and insight that often goes unnoticed until it's too late for everyone else. Thank you, Rare Gems, for being a valued subscriber. Your continued support is incredibly important to us and inspires us to keep producing meaningful content. We truly appreciate your engagement and support. Number 4. Analytical brains with a creative twist. Sigma females are the embodiment of a perfect blend between analytical rigor and creative flair. While many tend to lean heavily toward one side of the brain, whether it's the logical, data-driven left or the imaginative, intuitive right, Sigma females seamlessly navigate both worlds. This unique duality gives them an intellectual edge that allows them to approach challenges from multiple angles. They don't just analyze problems, they also think outside the box to find innovative solutions that others might overlook. When faced with a complex issue, Sigma females use their analytical skills to dissect the problem, identifying patterns and underlying causes. But instead of stopping there, they harness their creativity to brainstorm fresh, unconventional ideas. This ability to synthesize logic with imagination means they can develop solutions that are not only effective, but also novel. Whether it's in the workplace, in creative projects, or in daily life, their capacity to balance these two mental faculties sets them apart as true innovators. What's more, Sigma females often find joy in the process of discovery. They see challenges as puzzles to be solved rather than obstacles to be dreaded. Their comfort with ambiguity allows them to explore different paths, combining structured analysis with playful creativity. This dynamic approach enables them to adapt their strategies as new information comes in, making them agile thinkers who can pivot quickly. Ultimately, their combination of analytical brains and creative twists makes them not just problem solvers but also visionaries who can reshape ideas and systems in remarkable ways. Number 5. Innate ability to see through manipulation. Sigma females possess an extraordinary talent for seeing through manipulation, making them remarkably perceptive in a world rife with deception. While many might fall prey to smooth talkers, flashy promises, or cleverly crafted propaganda, Sigma females remain unfazed. Their sharp instincts allow them to detect inconsistencies and ulterior motives, often before anyone else catches on. This keen awareness stems from their analytical nature. They don't just take things at face value. Instead, they question the narrative and dig deeper to uncover the truth behind the facade. Their ability to dissect lies is not just about skepticism, it's rooted in a strong sense of intuition combined with critical thinking. When someone tries to manipulate or flatter them, Sigma females are quick to notice the signs, the over-the-top compliments, the vague promises, or the sudden shifts in tone. They can sense when the energy in a conversation feels off, and they trust those gut feelings. This insight helps them navigate complex social dynamics with a clear head, steering away from relationships or situations that might drain them. What sets Sigma females apart is not just their ability to spot manipulation, but their perspective on the world. They don't see it as a place filled with deceit, but rather as a complex web of interactions that require discernment and understanding. This grants them a more accurate and nuanced worldview, enabling them to engage with people and situations on a deeper level. Their talent for seeing through the smoke and mirrors fosters a level of wisdom that not only protects them, but also equips them to offer valuable insights to others navigating the murky waters of manipulation and deception. Number 6. Adaptability in a world of stagnation. Sigma females thrive in change while others get stuck in routines. Their ability to adapt comes from an intellectual agility that many lack. Instead of resisting new environments or unexpected situations, Sigma females embrace them, seeing challenges as opportunities to grow. They don't cling to outdated methods or rigid thinking. Instead, they adjust quickly, making smart decisions on the fly while others freeze or fall back on what's familiar. This makes them especially effective in a world where change is constant and stagnation often drags people down. While many struggle to cope when things don't go according to plan, Sigma females remain calm and flexible. They can read the room, assess new dynamics, and figure out how to navigate them with ease. This adaptability isn't just about going with the flow. It's about being mentally sharp and ready to innovate. Whether it's a workplace shift, a sudden challenge, or even a shift in social expectations, Sigma females don't get rattled. They use these moments to think critically and find better ways forward. This flexibility in thought means Sigma females can see possibilities and solutions that others overlook. While the rigid-minded get stuck in old patterns or fail to keep up, Sigma females continuously evolve, staying ahead of the curve. Their intellectual agility allows them to turn obstacles into opportunities and transform stagnant situations into moments of growth. It's this ability to adapt that keeps them not just surviving, but thriving, while others struggle to adjust to the ever-changing world around them. Number 7. Anti-herd mentality allows independent thought. Sigma females have a natural resistance to the herd mentality that traps so many people. While others are quick to follow trends, opinions, or group decisions without much thought, Sigma females step back and think for themselves. They aren't swayed by popular beliefs or social pressure. In fact, the more people jump on a bandwagon, the more likely a Sigma female is to question it. This instinct to go against the grain keeps their thinking sharp and independent. They don't just accept information at face value, they dig deeper. Whether it's a news headline, a popular opinion, or a new trend, Sigma females want to understand the why behind it. They'll research, analyze, and form their own conclusions, even if those conclusions go against what everyone else believes. This ability to think independently means they aren't trapped in the echo chambers that so many people fall into. They aren't repeating what they've heard without thought. They're forming opinions based on facts and critical analysis. In a world where groupthink is everywhere, from social media to workplaces, Sigma females stand out as free thinkers. They avoid the intellectual laziness that comes from blindly following the crowd, which makes their intelligence more informed and unique. By questioning everything and thinking for themselves, Sigma females often see through the noise and get to the truth. This independent thought process not only sets them apart, but also makes them more insightful, capable of understanding the world in ways that many others miss. Number 8. Emotional detachment sharpens rationality. Sigma females have a rare ability to keep their emotions in check when it matters most. While many people let their feelings influence their decisions, Sigma females know how to put emotions aside and look at situations with clear eyes. This emotional detachment doesn't mean they're cold or unfeeling. It simply means they don't let their emotions control their judgment. They excel at separating how they feel from what the facts are, and that gives them a distinct advantage when it comes to making rational decisions. When faced with tough choices, Sigma females aren't swayed by fear, guilt, or impulsive desires. Instead, they analyze the situation from every angle, weigh the options, and choose the most logical path forward. This ability to stay calm and collected allows them to make decisions that are not only well thought out, but also more effective in the long run. They're not distracted by what should be or how others might react. They focus on what is and what works. Their insights are often sharper because they can see past the emotional noise that clouds judgment for most people. Where others might react emotionally and make poor decisions under pressure, Sigma females keep a cool head and stick to the facts. This emotional clarity helps them stay grounded and focused, ensuring their choices are not only rational, but impactful. It's a skill that makes them both exceptional thinkers and effective problem solvers, even in the most high-stakes situations. Number 9. Underrated resilience for intellectual growth. Sigma females have a quiet strength that often goes unnoticed, but it's what makes them stand out when faced with challenges. While most people shy away from failure or let criticism derail their confidence, Sigma females take it in stride. They don't see failure as a reflection of their worth, but as a necessary part of growth. Instead of crumbling under pressure or giving up when things get tough, they analyze what went wrong, learn from it, and move forward stronger. This resilience sets them apart in a significant way. When others are busy licking their wounds or letting their mistakes define them, Sigma females are already using those experiences to sharpen their minds. They understand that real growth doesn't come from easy wins or constant praise. It comes from getting knocked down, dusting yourself off, and figuring out how to do better next time. Failure isn't a dead end for them, it's a stepping stone. Their ability to handle setbacks with grace means they don't just survive tough situations, they thrive in them. This constant cycle of reflection and improvement makes Sigma females intellectually stronger over time. Where others may falter and lose confidence, they emerge more insightful and prepared. It's not about having all the answers right away. It's about having the resilience to keep asking the right questions, even when things don't go as planned. That's why their intellectual growth is steady, profound, and often underrated by those who only see the surface. Number 10. Comfort with complexity. Sigma females are at home with complexity. Where most people crave simple answers and quick fixes, Sigma females aren't afraid to dive into the messy, nuanced layers of a problem. They understand that the world isn't black and white, and they embrace the gray areas with ease. This comfort with complexity gives them an intellectual edge because they're not looking for shortcuts or oversimplifications. Instead, they welcome the challenge of digging deeper, knowing that real insight often comes from working through the difficult parts. While others might get frustrated or overwhelmed when faced with ambiguous situations, Sigma females stay calm and curious. They don't need everything to be neatly packaged or easily understood right away. In fact, they often thrive in environments where answers aren't immediately clear. This willingness to engage with complexity means they're more likely to find innovative solutions where others see dead ends. They don't back down from difficult problems. They lean into them, knowing that complexity often holds the most valuable opportunities for growth and learning. Their ability to process and manage multiple layers of information allows them to think critically, connecting dots that others miss. While simplicity might feel safer for some, Sigma females know that the real world is complex, and they don't shy away from it. Instead, they work through the ambiguity, using their intellect to navigate the intricacies and emerge with a clearer, more thoughtful understanding of the issues at hand. This makes them exceptional problem solvers in situations where there are no easy answers. Number 11. Hyper-focused on self-education. Sigma females are fiercely independent learners who take charge of their own education. Rather than sticking to conventional learning paths or relying on formal education, they craft personalized curricula tailored to their interests and goals. This hyper-focus on self-education means they seek out niche knowledge that others might overlook or dismiss as irrelevant. While many people may follow mainstream trends, Sigma females dig deeper, exploring subjects that are often cutting-edge and highly specialized. This approach allows them to become true experts in their fields, even in areas where formal credentials are scarce. They thrive on curiosity, actively seeking out books, online courses, podcasts, and communities that align with their passions. Because they're not bound by traditional systems, they have the freedom to explore topics from unique angles and discover connections that others miss. This makes their understanding richer and more nuanced. Their self-directed learning also fosters a strong sense of ownership over their knowledge. They're not just absorbing information. They're critically engaging with it, questioning assumptions, and synthesizing what they learn into their own frameworks. This intellectual autonomy not only enhances their expertise, but also cultivates a lifelong love of learning. As a result, Sigma females often have a wealth of insights and skills that set them apart in their professional and personal lives. Their commitment to self-education empowers them to adapt quickly in a fast-changing world, ensuring they remain at the forefront of their interests and fields. In a society that often values rote memorization and standardized testing, Sigma females redefine what it means to be knowledgeable and skilled, proving that true expertise comes from passion, curiosity, and a relentless pursuit of understanding. In the end, Sigma females excel in intelligence not because they follow any set formula, but because they refuse to. They carve their own paths, blending sharp observation, relentless curiosity, and a keen ability to think for themselves. While others get caught up in distractions or fall into the comfort of groupthink, Sigma females remain focused, agile, and immune to the noise. Their ability to spot manipulation, adapt to complexity, and educate themselves on their own terms makes them stand out in ways that go beyond mere book smarts. And honestly, it's not even about proving they're the smartest in the room. They couldn't care less about that. They're too busy absorbing knowledge, solving problems, and moving forward while everyone else is still figuring out what just happened. It's not about bragging rights. It's about getting things done and doing it better than most, whether anyone notices or not. So, while some might still be chasing trends or following the crowd, Sigma females are quietly out there mastering their world, one sharp insight at a time. And let's be real, there's no competition when you're playing at your own level. Thank you, Rare Gems, for tuning in. Stay vigilant as always. See you in our next video. God bless you.